Kingfish, you really look like you got troubles. What's the matter?
Well, Andy, in 3 days I'll be married 25 years.
Well, that ain't nothing to be sad about. Think of the fella that's only been married 5 years and still got 20 to go.
Oh, Andy, it ain't nothing like that. The whole thing is my own doing. You see, Andy, this trouble that I is in all started when me and Sapphire got married and went to Niagara Falls on our honeymoon.
Oh, George, what a wonderful honeymoon. This has been the happiest week of my life.
Sapphire, my darling, I know our love gonna last as long as that water comes slopping over them falls.
George, promise me one thing.
Yes, my darling, anything.
Promise you'll bring me back here again on our 25th wedding anniversary.
Honey, I promise. And that's when the thing started, Andy, when I made that promise.
Oh, what you mean by that, Kingfish?
Well, I didn't give the thing another thought. Until 3 years ago, on our 22nd anniversary, I was sitting in the apartment one night when Sapphire come in with a big package under her arm. Oh, hello there, honey.
Hello, George.
Oh, what you got in the box there, darling?
George, do you realize that in 3 years our silver anniversary will be here?
How time do fly. You mean to say it was that long since I hopped the silver?
Oh, no, George, no. George, look what I just bought.
Oh, a statue. What one of your relatives is that?
George, you and I are going to start saving, and we're going to start right now. Now, how much change have you got in your pocket?
Well, let's see here. Counting the silver and everything, 18 cents.
Well, put it in the piggy bank, George.
No, I can't, honey, because I got an insurance premium coming up here.
Put it in the piggy bank, I said, George. Now, I've got $1.30. I'm going to put that in, too.
Yeah, what happens now?
Why, George, don't you realize you've already saved $1.48?
Well, that's fine, all right. Well, let's open up the bank and split it.
George, put that balance down. We're not going to open that until we've saved for 3 years. And every day we're going to put our loose change in the piggy bank.
Now, wait a second. What are we saving all this money for anyway? Now, I don't mind scrimping as long as I know what the scrimp is for.
Well, sit down, George, and I'll tell you. George, do you remember when we came back off our honeymoon? I said after we'd been married 25 years, I wanted to go back to Niagara Falls for a second honeymoon.
I think I do remember you saying something like that.
Well, our 25th anniversary will be in 3 years, George. And if we start saving now, we'll be able to make the trip to Niagara Falls again.
But, honey, that's going to cost a whole...
George, I've been dreaming about this for so long. Please say you'll do it.
Okay, honey. If that's what you want.
Oh, George, I'm so happy. I'll go fix supper now.
And this all happened 3 years ago, huh, Kingfish?
Yeah, Andy, but Sapphire been putting money in the thing ever since. Course, I dribbles a little in, too.
Yeah, then you and Sapphire ought to be going on this trip pretty soon. That is, if you ain't done hit the pig with the mallet yet.
Oh, no, Andy. Many a time in the last couple of years, Sapphire told me that she'd really leave me if I messed with that pig. So I ain't took nothing.
Yeah, that's good, all right.
But, Andy, let me tell you what happened. Well, one day, after we'd been saving for about 2 years, I turned the pig over to get the manufacturer's name off of the bottom of the pig.
Yeah.
Well, while I was moving the pig around, trying to get a focus on the name, 48 cents fell out.
Yeah, that could happen, all right.
Yeah, and anyway, a few months later, I got to wondering what the patent number was on the bottom of the pig. Well, I picked the pig up, and then I turned him over, and there was the little teeny weeny numbers. Well, I didn't have my glasses with me, so while I was shaking the pig into focus,
How much did you focus out?
75 cents. And then the accidents really commenced to happen. Well, I was sitting there one day, and I picked up the pig, and I turned it over. I wanted to see how his little stomach looked. $1.25. 25-cent piece and $1 bill.
$1 bill fell out of that small hole?
Well, Andy, I was putting on my button shoes at the time, and I just happened to have the button hook in my hand. Well, anyway, between looking at the patent numbers and buttoning up my shoes and focusing, there ain't no money in the bank.
Well, at least you didn't take nothing out.
Oh, no, Andy, not a dime. It just fell out.
But the thing I don't understand, Kingfish, if all the money's out of the pig, how come Sapphire don't know it's empty? You keeps it right there in the living room, don't you?
Well, Andy, every time some money fell out by accident, I always put in a little something to make up for the weight.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but Andy, in 3 days, when the festivities start, little do Sapphire know that our pig gonna have a litter of lead washers.
Well, Kingfish, at least you got 3 days to figure something out in.
Yeah, Andy, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been pacing up and down here all morning. I'm going crazy.
You know one thing, Kingfish. You wouldn't be in this whole mess if you hadn't gone to Niagara Falls 25 years ago.
You're right, Andy, but I enjoyed the trip and everything about it. The beautiful falls, the maid over the mist, and we even seen a man go over the falls in a barrel.
You did, huh?
Yeah, and if I'd have known the fix I was going to be in today, I'd have gone over with him.
Oh, I tell you, George, I've been making plans for our second honeymoon all day long. I'm so excited I don't know what to do with myself.
Yes. Oh, it's going to be a wonderful trip for both of you. George, you really must be excited.
I never was so excited in my whole life.
And to think we owe it all to this little piggy.
George, I owe you an apology. You know when Sapphire first told me 3 years ago that she's going to start stuffing that pig with money? I predicted that with you around, that pig was going to lead a very short life. But George, you have really stuck to your bargain.
You know, folks, I've got an idea.
I bet it's the same one I got. Let's open up the pig and count the money now.
No. Don't nobody lay a hand on him. We got an ironclad agreement that we ain't going to open this pig until our 25th anniversary, and we got 3 days to go.
Well, all right, George. Don't get excited. We'll wait for 3 days. George has always been so sentimental. Come on, Mama, let's get started with the dishes.
Well, you was better off than I is. At least it ain't gonna hurt you when they start breaking you apart. $300. Andy, I don't know what I'm gonna do. When Sapphire opened that bank, it's gonna be the end of everything.
Yeah, that's pretty serious, all right.
Yeah, and Andy, who would have thought that a little thing like a piggy bank could cause all this trouble?
Well, you know, like you say, Kingfish, he who pays the piper's got to eat his own pipe or something.
Oh, that's all right.
It's too bad you can't wave a magic wand and make the thing disappear. Then you'd never have to open it.
Oh, I know, but...
Disappear.
Andy, you just said something that gave me the solution to the whole thing.
I did, huh? Oh, yeah, I was on my toes, all right. What'd I say?
Well, Andy, suppose I was to take the women out of the house, and then you come up and took the bank and brought it back here to the lodge hole and hid it in the cellar. And then when we come home, they'd think the bank was stolen, and there wouldn't be no blame on me.
Yeah, Sapphire'd be disappointed, but at least she wouldn't lose no faith in you. And that's the only reason I do this for you, Kingfish.
All right, Andy. I'll take the women to a movie tonight, and I'll leave the back door open. And after we are gone, why, you sneak in and get the bank and bring it back here and hide it.
Okay, Kingfish. Boy, you sure is lucky I thought of this thing.
Turn around a little bit, honey. That's it. Let's see.
Well, what's going on here?
I I'm getting my trousseau ready for my second honeymoon.
Well, that's right. We got to get everything together, all right.
Yes, George, you better get your clothes ready, too. We haven't got much time, you know.
Oh, no, my thing's in pretty good shape, but I just been studying here. We all excited about the trip and everything. Suppose we all go to a movie tonight and unlax.
Oh, George, I don't think we have time. We've got just too much to do. Don't you think so, Mama?
Well, it's up to you, Sapphire.
Oh, come on. A couple hours in the movie will do us a lot of good.
Well, all right.
Well, you see what's playing around here. Down on the corner, they got what sound like a good picture. The Badge of Bravery.
I saw that, George.
Well, let's see what down at 134th Street. Oh, this sounds like a beauty. Love in the foothills.
I've seen that.
Well, let's see what else is here. Oh, well, how about Moon Over Tulsa? Anybody seen that?
I ain't seen it.
I didn't either.
Well, then we'll go right after dinner.
Where's it playing, George?
At the Bijou.
Well, that's out. I don't like the popcorn they got down there.
Well, then you like the popcorn at the Tivoli?
Yes, but they don't give you as much butter there as they do at the Strand.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the popcorn at the Tivoli, butter up at the Strand, and end up at the Bijou with Moon Over Tulsa.
Well, that settles it then. I'll get dinner ready so we can get an early start. Come on and help me, George.
That was the best picture I've seen in a long time.
Yes, I enjoyed it very much. What did you think, Mama?
This is the worst popcorn I done ever had.
I think I have my key here.
Never mind, honey. I got mine right here. Holy mackerel! The piggy bank gone.
Well, how do you know, George? You haven't even turned the light on yet. Good heavens!
Sapphire, you've been wrong.
See, I told you. I had a pre-ammunition.
Our honeymoon money.
Yeah, this is the worst thing that ever done happened to us.
Well, I wonder how they got in here.
What difference does it make, Mama? It's gone. Let's call the police.
Yeah, that's the thing to do. Call the police. Good evening, officer. What can we do for you?
Folks, I just chased the man who ran down your back steps.
Did you catch him?
No, I didn't.
That's good. Oh, I'm all excited here. That's bad.
But he dropped his piggy banks while he was running. This yours?
Oh, how wonderful! We've got it back.
It's all right, mister.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's all right, madam. I am just sorry we didn't catch the thief. Good night.
Good night, and thanks again.
Good night.
Oh, George, isn't it wonderful? We can still go on our honeymoon.
Yeah, wonderful, all right.
You know, George, I don't think we ought to wait any longer to open this pig. It's too dangerous having this much change lying around.
Now, wait a minute.
Sapphire's right. What is that?
No, I ain't gonna let you do it. You can't. I won't let you.
Stop it.
Don't open the thing.
George, please don't be alone. Good heavens. George, you broke that beautiful jardiniere Mama gave us.
For the last time, I'm telling you, we ain't opening this pig until day after tomorrow. And what's more, I'm gonna see that we don't. Good night. leave. Sapphire gonna open the thing tomorrow. I can't stall her no more.
Yeah. What time tomorrow, Kingfish?
Well, Andy, the way I figured it, Sapphire and her mama start digging in the pig around 7 o'clock tomorrow night after supper. At 7:02, they ought to strike lead. And at 7:03, hostilities ought to be blazing on all fronts.
So you kind of going to throw in the sponge on the whole thing, huh, Kingfish?
Oh, no, Andy. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I got one ace in the hole. I'm going to try and raise the $300 within the next 24 hours.
Now, you is, huh?
Yeah, Andy. I've been working on 2 or 3 money-making schemes, and I only hope one of them click. Oh, that's my only hope.
Now, wait a minute, Kingfish. There ain't none of the crazy schemes you usually think of, is there?
Oh, no, Andy. This is the type of thing that any conservative businessman in my position would do. Come on, Andy. You might be some help.
Yeah.
This is the place, Andy. Let's go in.
Yeah.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, I want $300 worth of flakies.
I beg your pardon?
See, I want $300 worth of flakies, and I ain't in a big hurry.
$300 worth of flakies?
Yeah, what's more, we ain't gonna like 'em.
I know it's none of my business, and you forgive me for being nosy, but just why do you want $300 worth of flakies?
Well, I'll explain it to you. You give me $300 worth of flakies, and I ain't gonna like 'em. And then you give me double back my money, which is $600. And then I pays you $300 for the original flakies that I done bought, and I keep $300 for myself. Simple as ABC.
Yes, I know this department was created to lend money, and I was appointed to administer the funds. But I'm afraid, gentlemen, that I must deny your request.
Then you mean that the Foreign Aid Plan refuses to lend my country $300?
That's correct.
Then I want to remind you that my country is ready to slap a embargo on the exports of steel ingots and sympathetic rubber.
Gentlemen, that's a chance the United States government will just have to take.
Folks, this is one of the saddest cases we've ever had on this show. The writer is a Mr. George Stevens, and this is what he has to say. For 6 long, painful years, I've been suffering from a rare case of jumping pellagra, which has baffled the biggest medical brains in the country. I is the sole support of 12 children, ranging from 6 months to 5 years. I need about a dozen operations personally. The kids need clothes. We owe 8 months' rent, and the payments is due on the car. If I could win the $300 jackpot, my troubles would be over. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to meet this very unfortunate but brave man, Mr. George Stevens. Here we go, Mr. Stevens. You have 30 seconds in which to answer the following question correctly. And if you do so, we'll be more than happy to give you the $300.
Yes, sir.
Now, you all ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Now, think carefully. Think real hard. One of the most romantic stories in American history concerns a girl named Priscilla and a man named Captain Miles Standish. Now, according to the story, Miles Standish was too bashful to propose to Priscilla, so he asked a friend to do it for him. Now, for $300, what was the friend's name?
Now, let me see.
I know it's on the tip of your tongue. Come on, tell me. Say it.
Oh, yeah, I remember reading all about the thing in the newspapers.
Mr. Stevens, you have 15 seconds left. You want to take a guess now? Come on, try hard. Oh, Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, oh, Johnny.
I got it.
I knew you would. Who is it?
Who is it?
Nelson Eddy.
Oh, no, Mr. Stevens. Now, you have 5 seconds left. Now, don't you remember when Priscilla said, "Speak for yourself, John. John."
No, mister, I guess I better give up.
Mr. Stevens, now, his first name was John. Don't you want to take one last guess?
No, I all done.
All done.
That's right, John Holden. You win the $300.
That's 4 to 10. And you say the bill is $4.35?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Stevens.
I need another quarter. Oh, I know where I can get it. Come with me. This is money we saved for a second honeymoon. I guess my husband won't mind if I shake just 1 quarter out of it. We're going to open it tonight anyway.
Oh, I can get the quarter next week, Miss Stevens.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. I'll get it for you. Well, I wonder how in the world this got in there.
Oh, I guess your husband might have accidentally dropped it in with the regular change.
Yeah, I guess so. There seems to have been quite a few accidents. Good heavens. They couldn't have.
I'll see you next week, Miss Stevens.
Well, Amos, when I get through with him, I guarantee you he'll wish he had never taken that money.
Well, Sapphire, if what you say is true, I'll tell you one thing. The Kingfish didn't take that money to have no good time with. Now, he must have used it, to help out in the house, like paying the rent and buying some food. And when you come right down to it, the money was spent for both of you.
Where is he now, Amos? Do you know?
No, Sapphire, I ain't seen him since yesterday.
Well, Amos, this is one thing George will regret as long as he lives.
Anything wrong?
George Stevens, we're going to open that piggy bank, and we're going to do it right now. We were just waiting for you to get here for the ceremony.
Now, wait a minute. We were going to open it after supper.
Right now, George. I want an explanation of this.
Yes, you better start talking and start talking fast.
Start talking fast about what, Mom?
George, I want a full explanation.
Something wrong?
But, George, I don't understand it. When I shook the pig before, there was nothing in it but lead washers.
Lead washers?
Yes, with the little holes in the middle.
Honey, you must have been seeing spots before your eyes and what focus right on the center of the coin. You need glasses, honey. Honey, I'm going to make you another promise right now.
What's that, George?
Well, I'm going to bring you back here again on our 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, George, you're the most